Hello, my name is Vortex Chaos, and welcome to the 2020 Bush's Beans 200. And originally, I wasn't supposed to be recording this race, but basically, you guys at the TGMRS, you sent out, were looking for people to do stuff, and I wanted to see what I've done before. I do a lot of commentating on my own time, but I do not do commentating, like, for any leagues or anything. I've never publicly commentated before. But to describe what we're doing, 2020 Bush's Beans 250 was an ARCA race, and I'm simulating my own ARCA season. And this is the 15th race of the season, which is what it was in real life. Well, no, it was the 16th race. I haven't done Pocono yet. But I wanted to do Bristol because it was the next race, and it was probably the biggest speedway race. And it's also a very difficult race to commentate because there's so many cars on one track. So let's get right into it. We've got 25 cars on field for the Bush's Beans 200 here. Bristol will be 200 laps. And it'll be quite a while to win the world's fastest half mile, so it'll be 100 miles, like we said, 200 laps, 25 cars. Let's go ahead and meet the field, starting with our points leader, Drew Dollar. Competed in all races this year, 208 points. He's got 2 wins, 9 top 5s, and 13 top 10s. He is your points leader. Not too far back, just 11 points back is Haley Deegan with 2 wins, 7 top 5s, 11 top 10s this season. And another guy who's dominated, he's won the last 2 races. His only 2 wins this season is Michael Self. 29 points back, 179 points on the board, 2 wins, 7 top 5s, 12 top 10s. One more top 10 in Haley Deegan. A little bit back is Brett Holmes, who sits 5th in the standings. Tad Moffitt is 4th, but is not competing today. 160 points, that puts him 48 points back. He's got 3 wins this season, 4 top 5s and 10 top 10s. If we go down a little bit here, you're going to be able to see our next driver that we have, which is Chandler Smith. Chandler Smith is 6th in standings, 1 win, 6 top 5s, and 10 top 10s. So he's looking for his 2nd win of the season. And Sam Mayer, 7th in standings. He's made 10 starts, 137 points on the board. That puts him 71 points back. He does not have any wins to his name. However, he's tied for the 2nd most top 5s this season. With 10 starts, he's got 7 top 5s and 9 top 10s with the best finish of 2nd multiple times this season. He's trying to get it done. Ty Gibbs in the 18, he sits 8th in standings right behind Sam Mayer. 85 points back. He's made 10 starts, 1 win, 3 top 5s, and 9 top 10s this season. Taylor Gray, this is not Tanner, but Taylor Gray, 94 points on the board, 114 points back. 8 starts this season, has not won, but 4 top 5s and 7 top 10s to his name, the best finish of 2nd. And one of our full-time drivers who's missed just 1 race this season, Brad Smith. I would love to see these independents out here. 13 starts this season, 69 points, which puts him 139 back. 1 top 10 this season with the best finish being 10th, but he's finished in the top 20 every start this season, I'm pretty sure. That puts him 12th in standings. And meanwhile, only a few points back, just 16 points back on Brad Smith. 8 less starts, but still has 2 top 10s, 155 points back. That is Jason Kitzmiller in the 97. 2 top 10s and a best finish of 6th. Then we've got Nick Sanchez, probably the most dominant K&N East driver we have in this entire pack. Nick Sanchez, 51 points, 157 back, 3 starts, 1 top 5, and 3 top 10s, with that best finish being 3rd, 14th in standings. You go up a little bit, we have the number 1, Max McLaughlin. He's made 4 starts this season, 44 points, 164 back, 1 top 5, and 3 top 10s of the best finish being 4th in his only top 5 of the season. He's looking for his 2nd top 5. And Gus Dean in the 32, he's making his 3rd start of the season. 40 points on the board, 168 back, 1 top 5 and 1 top 10 with that best finish at Daytona, the season opener, being 4th. Then we have Mike Basham, Mike Basham. He is in the number 10 car this race, and Mike Basham, driving the Andy Hillenberg machine, has made 9 starts this season. Not a single top 10. Best finish at 12th. He's 171 points back. He is 22nd in standings. And making his return, it's Derek Griffith, who's making his 6th start. He's got 2 top 10s with the best finish in 9th. He's 24th in standings, 175 back. Chris Wright, who should be in the 12 this weekend, if I am correct, but Chris Wright has made 3 starts with 1 top 5 and 2 top 10s this season. There he is, and Chris Wright, he's driving for Andy Hillenberg as well, will be 25th in standings with the best finish 3rd. Chase Cavery in the number 4 car. We put a 104. It's a number 4E, but I can't put an E in it. Chase Cavery, 3 starts, 1 top 10, best finish of 8th, coming off of his best finish last weekend at Toledo. Then we have making his first start since his 12th place run at Daytona, one of the longer veterans, Dave Mader III, who is 22 points, a 186 back, 1 start, like we said, best finish of 12th. Owen Smith. Owen Smith should be in the number 11 here. Owen Smith has made a lot of starts recently. 5 starts, 1 top 10 with that finish being 10th. He's 186 points back, tied with Dave Mader. And because we don't have a 41 car, I decided to make it fair for Kyle Sieg and put him in the number 43 machine, which is close to the 41, and it's also a Chevrolet. 21 points, 187 back. He's got 1 top 10 with that best finish being 10th. He's making his first start in a while. And then we have Justin S. Carroll in the 91. Justin S. Carroll, 17 points, 191 back, 1 top 10 with that best finish being 10th last week at Toledo as well. Then we have one of the slower cars, but always a great sight to see out here, and I can pronounce this perfectly. This is Con Nicolopoulos. Con Nicolopoulos, that is how you pronounce it, with 5 starts this season, 15th is his best finish this season. And then we have the 25 E-car, that is Mason Diaz. Mason Diaz made his first start last weekend, where he finished 9th, getting his first top 10. He has 11 points, 197 points back. Con Nicolopoulos, by the way, is 14 points. Then we have the 42, Parker Retzlaff. Parker Retzlaff, 9 points on the board, 199 points back, 1 start, that finish being 11th last weekend at Toledo as well. And the final contender we have, making his season debut at age 82, it is Wayne Peterson, owner of Peterson Motorsports this season. He owns the 0 and the 06. So without further ado, we'll see you on the track once we complete qualifying. One final thing I do want to mention is that there was Max Gutierrez in the 53E. We do not have that car. I could not find a pack with that car in it. And the 87 of Charles Buchanan Jr. Was on the entry list, but withdrew in real life, so he is not going to be in it this race. But if we did include him, this is just a little tidbit, what his car would look like if we even have it. I don't even know if we... Yeah, we do. It's over here. This is what it would look like, except it would have been a Ford. So, with the spring drug car, we'll see you in a bit. We're at the track, and Max McLaughlin sits on pole today. Max McLaughlin collects his 2nd pole of the season and his first pole of the season since all the way back at Indianapolis Raceway Park, race 4 of the season, where he finished 4th. McLaughlin has led just 59 laps this season in his 4 starts. We'll see how he manages to do. A minute and 30 seconds till we get rolling here, so while we're here, why don't we give us a little bit of a starting lineup. In row 1, we have the 1 of Max McLaughlin and the 20 of Chandler Smith, and in row 2, the 21 of Sam Mayer and the 17 of Taylor Gray. In row 3, the 18 of Ty Gibbs and the 6 of Nick Sanchez, and in row 4, the 25 of Michael Self with the 15 of points leader Drew Dollar. In row 5, the 23 of Brett Holmes and the 4 second place in points, Haley Deegan. Row 6, we have Gus Dean and Mason Diaz. And in row 7, Parker Retzlaff and Derek Griffith. In row 8, Chase Cabry and Kyle Sieg. And in row 9, Jason Kitzmiller and Justin S. Carroll. In row 10, Dave Maynard III and the 12 of Chris Wright. In row... What row is this? I've lost a row count. Hold up, this is row 11. We have Prez Smith and Mike Basham. In row 12, Wayne Peterson, who qualifies somehow in front of Con Nicolopoulos, and running out the field in row 13 is Owen Smith. It'll be one lap until the green flag here. Let's see what kind of TV cameras we have here. This is a pretty good TV cam. So as we wait, in the race storylines, we have Michael Self. Because there's only 25 cars, if first and second place DNF, Michael Self will still not be able to take the points lead. I believe cars that are eliminated from contending for the championship are Gus Dean, 168, back and behind. Okay, and behind him, Mike Basham, Derek Griffith, Chris Wright, Chase Cabry, Dave Maynard III, Owen Smith, Kyle Sieg, Justin S. Carroll, Con Nicolopoulos, Mason Diaz, Parker Retzlaff, and Wayne Peterson. We're rolling onto the track here. 25 cars, 200 laps. It is going to be quite the exciting race. Let's switch up our cameras here. We see the field rolling onto the racetrack. Chandler Smith, Max McLaughlin. This is going to be a very quick race. Lots of lap traffic, which is going to make it very, very difficult for these guys to navigate through and pull through this race. And coming off of turn number 4. A green flag is in the air, and we are racing at Bristol Motor Speedway. Into turn 1, you see Max McLaughlin side by side with Chandler Smith. Chandler Smith with a high run off of turn number 2. It looks like he's definitely stronger here, and he's going to have a great runoff, and he's going to be able to take the lead early on here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Chandler Smith leading that first lap, but he's got Max McLaughlin all over him. Behind him, Sam Mayer and Taylor Gray battle for third place. It looks like Sam Mayer is going to be able to get down on that PJ1 on the inside, though, and he is going to be able to... He got sort of a run, but I think Taylor Gray just gets a lot more of a run off that corner there. You see, he's still being able to contend as Ty Gibbs and Nick Sanchez continue to battle behind him. While these front two have just absolutely pulled away. Chandler Smith is gone from this field. After Max McLaughlin won the pole, he's still hanging in tough. And that'll be the mark of lap 4. Oh, no, lap 5 now. You see Max McLaughlin hanging in tough. You see, there is Ty Gibbs, or Taylor Gray, who moved into third here, as we see a battle for 5th place, or 6th place. This is between Drew Dollar and Nick Sanchez, a Cayman East driver. Drew Dollar, the points leader. And it looks like Nick Sanchez is going to be able to file in there to 6th place. Drew Dollar back in 7th. 8th is Michael Self and Haley Deegan really struggling in the 10th position early on in this race. Meanwhile, up front, it is Chandler Smith continuing to lead over Max McLaughlin here as we complete the 7th lap of this race, and Max McLaughlin really hungry to get his first win of the season in his 5th start of the season. 3 top 10s and 1 top 5, which he finished 4th, but he really wants this win. He really wants to be able to get this win here at Bristol Motor Speedway, and Bristol is not an easy track to conquer, so for him to be able to win in the biggest non-super speedway field of the year with 25 cars, that is seriously impressive. Sam Mayer, another guy who's been hungry for his win. 7 top 5s and 9 top 10s, as we mentioned before the race. He is stuck behind the 17 of Taylor Gray, and Taylor Gray there in the 17 has 4 top 5s and 7 top 10s, but Ty Gibbs, meanwhile, in 5th place. He's got 3 top 5s, 9 top 10s in his 10 starts this season. 1 win. Just 1 win there. Further up the field, we've reached lap traffic already. That is the 06 of Con Nicolopoulos. There's the 11 of Owen Smith. And there is 82-year-old Wayne Peterson. In the number 0, we're going to get stuck behind him for a little bit here. Chandler Smith is going to go to his inside. Whoa, Wayne Peterson really high off in that corner. As the field begins to navigate through lap traffic, you see Owen Smith. He's kind of getting stuck there. He's going to get into the wall just a little bit here. As Taylor Gray now has to deal with his lap cars. And look at this, Sam Mayer. He tried to take a look. He tried to take advantage of Taylor Gray, who's struggling to get by the lap car of Wayne Peterson. And he's going to be able to clear him. And look at this pack of cars. Taylor Gray, Sam Mayer, Ty Gibbs, Nick Sanchez, Drew Dollar, and the 25 of Michael Self. Brett Holmes and Haley Deegan. Whoa, way loose off of that corner is Owen Smith. As there's Mason Diaz, Derek Griffith, Gus Dean kind of struggling back here. Kyle Sieg, Chase Cabry. As we come up on Brad Smith. You'll love to see this guy out here. Brad Smith, 13 starts this season, 1 top 10. He's finished top 20 in just about every race. He had a DNF last weekend, but still glad to be out here, and he's still turning laps. No lead lap finishes, and it doesn't look like he's going to be able to get it today either. There's Chris Wright, 1 top 5. We're going to put him 1 lap down, as well as Max McLaughlin, really hanging in tough here. Chandler Smith has been absolutely dominant in terms of laps led. The last few races, he has the most laps led this season, 376, to which Michael Self has led 344 laps this season as we come up on the 10 of Mike Basham. Meanwhile, getting by, whoa, very close call there for Taylor Gray, who tried to thread the needle to get by the lap car, the 48 of Brad Smith. Not a lot of passing going on right now. Everybody really hanging on to that PGA1 groove on the inside. And the caution has come out. We've had trouble. 3 cars are around. It's both the Wayne Peterson racing cars. That is Con Nicolopoulos, Wayne Peterson, and Justin S. Carroll, bringing out the first caution of the day on lap 18. Let's see what happened here. This is Wayne Peterson off of turn 2. 1 lap down. He gets loose and he kind of makes contact, and into Kyle Sieg, who's going to turn him around. He's going to come back into, oh man, Owen Smith there, and Justin S. Carroll and Jason Kitzmiller are involved. What a tough break. You see the 12 car coming down pit road. That is Chris Wright stopping at the end of pit road. As Con Nicolopoulos and Wayne Peterson both on pit road. And we do have a taker. That is the 1 of Max McLaughlin, trying to sacrificing his track position for fresher tires. As you saw Wayne Peterson, 82-year-old, go behind the wall there. Tough break. There's Jason Kitzmiller in the 97. Coming down pit road. Justin S. Carroll, Owen Smith, Wayne Peterson, Con Nicolopoulos have all gone behind the wall so far. So I'll write that down. We'll be right back with more ARCA Racing action at Bristol. Welcome back to the ARCA Racing Series. The Bush's Beans 200 at Bristol Motor Speedway under caution for a multi-car accident. Con Nicolopoulos has gone to the garage, as well as Wayne Peterson, Owen Smith in the 11, Wayne Peterson in the 0, Nicolopoulos the 06. The 91 of Justin S. Carroll, and we saw Kitzmiller moving through pit road. He has also gone to the garage from the damages sustained in that accident. We're going to come back to the green. It is single file restarts. So off of the final corner, we're coming back to the restarts. Oh, the green flag is back in the air on lap 26. You see some of these guys getting held up by these lappers. There's Brad Smith and the 10 of Mike Basham. 20 cars remaining in this race after that major accident, as they're going to come up on the 10 of Mike Basham, hopefully going to get to the inside. Not quite, as this is going to allow Chandler Smith to absolutely pull away from the field by miles. Look out, we're going 3 wide here. There's Brett Holmes, Nick Sanchez, and the 48 of Brad Smith. You see further back at the pack, Derek Griffith and Mason Diaz moving about, but Mason Diaz is going to get held up by the slower car, Brad Smith. But right now, we're really focusing on this battle for 7th place between Brett Holmes and Nick Sanchez. Whoa, we're going to go 3 wide again here. Oh my goodness. What a battle. Wow. Great job there. You saw him 3 wide in the back as well. It was Gus Dean and the 25 Mason Diaz and 48 of Brad Smith. But Taylor Gray in second. Remember, Max McLaughlin pitted. Let's get an update on him. See, Max McLaughlin, he just gained another spot there, moving up to the 15th position, as he's now on the back of the 43 of Kyle Sieg. As this field's really moving. Well off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway, 30 laps completed, and Chandler Smith has led every single one of them so far with the 1 caution today. And he has absolutely pulled away from the field. 8.42, he is the fastest car on the racetrack right now, I do believe. Yes, he is. He's faster than Taylor Gray, and he has just put on a dominating performance looking for his 2nd win of the season. He's got 1 win, 6 top 5s, and 8 top 10s this season with 376 laps led as of the last race. He's well over 400 now, 408 laps led, coming to 409 laps led this season. Really, really impressive. Because of a few cars pitting, you see Michael Self there. He's able to hang on to 6th, Brett Holmes 7th, Nick Sanchez 8th, Deegan 9th, and Derek Griffith in 10th. He's making his first start in a while. At one point, he had competed in 5 of the last 6 races, and then he was sort of stepped aside to let other drivers like Chris Wright, Connor Hall, Christian McGee, they all ran in the 22, and the 22 stayed out of a few races just outside of the top 10. How about this guy, 4th place at Daytona? That is Gus Dean in the Wintron Racing Chevrolet. Up to 14th, he got by Kyle Sieg. Up on the back bumper, Parker Retzlaff is the 1 of Max McLaughlin, son of Mike McLaughlin, a former Busch Series veteran. I believe he also competed in some ARCA starts during his tenure in NASCAR. As Chandler Smith, absolutely way out front here. There's Taylor Gray coming off of turn 2. 903, 15.903 for Taylor Gray, 15.837 for Chandler Smith. Nobody ran even close to Chandler Smith's lap there. 8.26. What does Taylor Gray run? 8.97. Anybody beating 8.26? You see Ty Gibbs came close there, 8.42. 8.93 for Haley Deegan. Michael Self leaving some room open there for Brett Holmes. I believe it's really hard to pass here, but he's going to get under him just a bit here, and now there's going to be a battle, but you see just that tiny bit of banking really able to help here, but that inside lane, here comes Brett Holmes to the inside, but he has to let off a ton on the exit of that corner, but he's still trying to make this pass. This is a battle for the 6th position on the racetrack, and it looks like Michael Self going to be able to prevail because the PJ1, it's on the inside. The groove is the inside line. The only way to pass really is on this outside lane. I haven't seen anybody attempt to pass because NR 2003 AI are pretty stupid, but Chandler Smith moving through some lap traffic. There's Chris Wright, Brad Smith, and now Mike Basham. I believe they are all losing a 2nd lap. Nope, Brad Smith losing the 2nd lap. Chris Wright losing the 3rd lap. And Mike Basham losing a 2nd lap. First race since Daytona. How about this guy? 63, Dave Mader. He's been running races in ARCA for a long, long time. And he's running 17th. He finished 12th at Daytona, but his equipment at these speedways is just nothing compared to what the Venturini guys like Chandler Smith have under their hoods. But he's still running good. He's running 17th position right now. He's holding himself very, very well, and we're really glad to see him back on track here at Bristol. It's a good payout race, so no matter where he finishes, he's going to get a pretty decent payout. Well, Taylor Gray is struggling. to get through lap traffic. Whoa, a bit of contact there, and Sam Mayer is going to get up into the wall. This is going to allow Ty Gibbs to be able to make the move, and now the 15 is on the outside, and he's going to battle Taylor Gray for second position. He's going to the outside of the 12 of Chris Wright, and what a great move that was, because the outside, now you're going to see these guys try and, whoa, Taylor Gray getting real impatient with the lap car, the 12 of Chris Wright, as this huge pack has formed, as Drew Dollar, the points leader, takes over second place. Oh my goodness, are we going to go 3 wide here? This is wild. Oh my. And all this battling, where's Chandler Smith? Chandler Smith is a whole straightaway, almost half a track ahead of these guys. As you see Mike Basham they're gonna put him some laps down. This field is really struggling to work their way through lap traffic. It is not an easy track, I'll say that. As Max McLaughlin's still struggling to get by the 42 of Parker Retzlaff. He's got a really fast car. The one of Max McLaughlin does. Just got to find a way to get by that 42 car. He pitted for tires that last stop, remember. Well, Chandler Smith, numerous seconds ahead here with 51 laps completed. And you see these three right here. This is Drew Dollar, Taylor Gray, and Ty Gibbs right here. You see Taylor Gray putting the block on the 18 of Ty Gibbs, but he's going to go a little high, and Ty Gibbs is going to stay right on his bumper. That's what you got to do here. You got to put the pressure on the guy in front of you, because they might make a mistake and they might let up. Or that lap traffic, we saw how big of an effect that lap traffic had on these lead lap cars. They are not something simple to get around. You've got to be able to coordinate yourself. You got to be able to coordinate with your spotter to get through this lap traffic, to propel yourself towards getting a better finish. You see Haley Deegan has moved into 8th position, passing Nick Sanchez, and now there's Brett Holmes in 7th, kind of falling off of this lead, this pack of 5 cars. Make that 6. There's Dave Mader, can't leave him out here. As here's Chandler Smith catching some lap traffic. That's Kyle Sieg in the 43 Chevrolet. I think that's either Ryan Sieg's cousin or his younger brother. Usually in the 41, but we didn't have a 41, so I still thought it was fair to put him in a 43, because it's close. Running 16th of 20 cars, yes. And he's the last car in the lead lap. Well, not anymore, because Kyle Sieg is going to be put 1 lap down here, as Chandler Smith absolutely dominating. 57 laps completed, all 57 have been led by Chandler Smith. There's Brad Smith going through some more lap traffic. He's about to lose a 3rd lap to Chandler Smith. Here you see the tail end of the field. Chase Cabry, Max McLaughlin, who we saw running 2nd at the very beginning of this race. He's now all the way stuck, still stuck behind Parker Retzlaff, and he's still stuck in 14th. What a frustrating night for Max McLaughlin, who's really got a strong car. You see Chase Cabry, he's also getting impatient. These lap cars are really frustrating. And there he says, Max McLaughlin says, you know what, I've had enough. Oh boy. And that did not help at all, did it? Not one bit. The 12, he's going to go down pit road. He was the one who hit the wall there, and that caused a big checkup. Not only did that cause Max McLaughlin to lose a position and a ton of time, but Chandler Smith also got held up. You see coming, now he's just down to a straightaway lead. Straightaway and half corner was what he once had. You see this pack of 4 cars. What happened to the 5th car? Michael Self kind of falling off of that pack. Taylor Gray. Ty Gibbs, he's really putting the pressure on Taylor Gray here. Chandler Smith has worked his way by Max McLaughlin and Chase Cabry. Getting his way by Mike Basham. And now we're just having an image of the race we saw before. You see Max McLaughlin with the fresher tires. You see how far he's already pulled away from Chase Cabry. He was stuck behind Parker Retzlaff, and he is really able to keep his way up here. You see the 12 still on pit road. That is Chris Wright. Multiple laps down at this point. We're having a really, really rough night. It's Chandler Smith. Oh boy, he had to check up there a little bit off the corner trying to catch the 42, Parker Retzlaff, who has not been very forgiving in terms of letting leaders by. We'll see how this goes. Parker Retzlaff running P13, last car on the lead lap. What does Chandler Smith do? He goes to the inside. Max McLaughlin will follow. Retzlaff trying to battle a little bit, but that's not going to work out well. And Max McLaughlin following. And look, if Max McLaughlin would have been able to get to the inside of Parker Retzlaff, it would have been over. Money buys speed, as Ken Squire once said. But you have to be able to develop the ability to learn how to manage getting by this traffic. As we mentioned, here's Brad Smith on pit road, getting some services. As you hear the roar of these race cars moving around the racetrack. A bit back here, you're seeing a battle. This is for third place, Ty Gibbs and Taylor Gray. What a great battle this is. Look at this. Lots of hard racing. I still think that outside lane is going to be able to prevail in runs off of a corner. But I don't know. This is a really good battle for the third position. And I think Taylor Gray is just going to be able to get it within these next few corners here. This corner right here should do it. He'll take over that third position once, or maybe not. Here's Brad Smith returning there. Oh, no. Never mind. Oh, splitting Brad Smith. How about that? How about those leaders? Oh, my goodness. That was impressive right there. Well, here's Chandler Smith coming up on some more lap cars. There's Justine. And Dave Mater the third, about to lose a second lap, excuse me. And the 25 Mason Diaz and the 32 Gustine are on the lead lap. That is at this point in time. Gustine having a battle with Dave Mater, which is holding up Chandler Smith. Let's see where Drew Dollar is now. Drew Dollar is miles behind. So there goes Dave Mater, losing the second lap there. Chandler Smith tried to get there, couldn't quite get there. Off of turn 2 on, or turn 4. 77 laps completed. Chandler Smith has led them all with just 12 cars on the lead lap. Gus Dean, you see the last car on the lead lap. Chandler Smith kind of stuck behind him here. Gus Dean not being very helpful to Chandler Smith right now. And there he is. He's going to go by, and look who's going to follow. Max McLaughlin with the fresh tires all over the back of Chandler Smith. If Chandler Smith makes a mistake, Max McLaughlin is going to be able to pounce on that mistake, and he's going to be able to take the lead. What a great race here at Bristol Motor Speedway in the Bush's Beans 200. We go back a little bit in this pack to try and find some action going on, and there's really not much. Drew Dollar is sort of pulled away. He completes the 80th circuit. He is the points leader. 9 top 5s and 13 top 10s. If he finishes top 5, he will be the first driver to reach 10 top 5s this season. And the 15th race of the season, there's Chase Cabry. He's going to go to the inside to Chase Cabry. You see Taylor Gray hanging on to third, Ty Gibbs fourth, Sam Mayer in fifth. Michael Self 6th, and Brett Holmes has been able to catch Michael Self, and he is on his bumper. And Michael Self has really been falling off the last 20, 30 or so laps. He's really lost a lot of track position. Well, not track. Well, I guess you could say track position, track ground. He hasn't lost any positions yet, but he's losing a lot of ground, and that's allowed Brett Holmes to catch up. You see Haley Deegan struggling there. There's Nick Sanchez right behind. They got by Mason Diaz, and oh no, lap cars. The lap cars are battling. It's Chris Wright and the 10, Mike Basham. 10 cars on the lead lap. The last car on the lead lap is Derek Griffith. 2 top 10s this season. Best finish of 10th, or 9th, excuse me, and his second best is 10th. Looking for his 3rd top 10 of the season. And there it is. There's his bump. To Derek Griffith. Oh, went hard into the wall. Goes to 12 of Chris Wright. That did not look like a very pleasant bump there. This battling is helping Max McLaughlin catch up, who's now going to battle with Derek Griffith for that 10th position. He is 1 lap down. He's got the freshest tires in the field now. Freshest tires of the lead lap cars in the field, rather. He's done a real good job. He's re-entered the top 10 after being stuck for numerous laps. Let's see what's going on over here in the back. See, still sort of the same order here. Taylor Gray checks up there. Ty Gibbs getting really impatient. As Parker Retzlaff is still causing a bit of trouble here. Drew Dalla would like to get by, but Parker Retzlaff, who's competing in his 2nd race of the season, made his 1st start of the season last weekend where he finished 9th. He's not making it too easy. At all. This is 4th through 5th, and then the lap car, Parker Retzlaff, are coming up on the 10. Let's see what this does. This is going to be very interesting. Does Retzlaff move? Oh, Retzlaff tried to go high, and Drew Dollar certainly faked him out there. Now they got to get by D10 of Mike Basham. Good move down to the inside, and there you go. Everybody's going to be able to clear him. Now Drew Dollar's got some clean air to Gus Dean. These two still hanging up with each other. You see, here's your current results right here. You see 2nd place is 6 seconds back. My goodness, what a race it's been. Chris Wright, last car running, 8 laps down. Brad Smith, 7 laps down. Mike Basham, 4. Dave Mater, 3rd. And then Kyle Sieg through Max McLaughlin, just 1 lap down. As we come up close to our halfway point here at Bristol Motor Speedway. 1 caution today involving numerous cars. Con Nicolopoulos, Wayne Peterson, Owen Smith, Justin S. Carroll, and Jason Kitzmiller, who have since all gone to the garage area. Look at Brad Smith. Look at this guy. He's got sort of fresher tires, and he's about to pass 17th place Dave Mater. Look at this. Brad Smith, one of the independents, he took over James Hilton's team after he passed away. In real life, he has made some 360-some starts. And Winchester, he scored his 1st career top 10, and he got a lot of media attention from that. And Brad Smith, he's one of the driver owners of the ARCA Series, one of those guys that's trying to strive, one of those J.D. McDuffies. You know, it's always good to see him on the racetrack. He's one of my favorites. Definitely. Well, I just went all the way around the racetrack just to find the leader who is catching up to Brad Smith and Dave Mater, who are nose to tail. Chandler Smith trying to thread the needle, but couldn't quite get it done. He should be able to get him here, though. To the inside of Brad Smith. Can he get to Dave Mater as well? Not quite. But it was close. Should be able to get to Dave Mater as well. There he goes. Dave Mater going to lose a third lap. Brad Smith losing that 8th lap. As we pass our halfway point, 101 laps completed. All 101 have been led by Chandler Smith. No driver this season has led every single lap of the race on the way to win. Chandler Smith trying to be the first to do that. Chandler Smith is just 70 points behind the points leader, Drew Dollar, who runs second. So even if he wins this race, he'll still be 69 points behind Drew Dollar, who's battling with Taylor Gray. There's a lap car, Gus Dean. What is this going to do? This is very interesting. And that lap car is going to hold him up. And look at this, Drew Dollar, he's going to be able to slide right by. And I know Drew Dollar is going to be able to slide right by. But my concern is Sam Mayer. I want to keep an eye on Sam Mayer to see if he also is able to get by all these guys. That is the real question. It looks like he will. Sam Mayer going to move from all the way to 5th into the 3rd position as the lap car Gustine P13 is going to hold up Taylor Gray and Ty Gibbs. Ty Gibbs says, I've had enough, I'm going by. But now he's going to get stuck behind Gustine. And that'll allow Taylor Gray to, once again, pull all the way out in front. Coming down pit road, that's Mike Basham, running 18th. There's Kyle Sieg. Last car, 1 lap down. He's going to lose his 2nd lap here, P16. Like we said, Kyle Sieg won top 10 this season, that finished being 10th. This is his 3rd start of the season. Sieg 21 points on the board, not led a single lap this season, and as he loses the 2nd lap, that basically solidifies that that amount is not going to change. As Max McLaughlin still hanging tough with Chandler Smith here. Now, what would be interesting is when Chandler Smith comes down pit road, how long does Max McLaughlin stay out? What if there's a caution while McLaughlin's still running on the track if he decides to stay out a few more laps? What is that going to do? That is the real question. He might be able to lap the field, and he'll still be the leader. If everybody pits, that is. And if he laps him. Because he's 1 lap down right now. You have to go around once and then go around again to be able to lap the field. It's doable, but I just don't know. You see Chandler Smith, the wear on Max McLaughlin, they're about equal right now. I do have to say, here coming to complete our 115th circuit, which will mark 85 laps to go right about now. As this race has been quite the exciting one. We've seen a lot of lap traffic battling. You see Haley Deegan here. As we've seen a new pack starting to form here. There's Michael Self. Brett Holmes, Haley Deegan. I was trying to watch because that was a really close call between Michael Self and, oh boy, 3-wide battle here for the 7th position. Haley Deegan, Nick Sanchez, bit of contact being made, and oh my goodness, everybody's getting impatient. Everybody does not want to waste any more time, and I think everybody's just about frustrated with Gustine right now. He has held up a lot of cars in this field, quite a bit of cars. There's always something to talk about in terms of commentating if you just look around the field, which is why you constantly see me looking around. As here comes some lead lap cars. Well, these two are lappers. There's Parker Retzlaff and Chase Cabry, 1 lap down, and then you see Haley Deegan and Nick Sanchez, who are both 1 lap down, or on the lead lap. Last 2 cars on the lead lap. And there's the 32 of Gus Dean, who is also 1 lap down. 100. I had to yawn, sorry. 120 laps completed. Chandler Smith still has led them all. Question is, when it comes to green flag pit stops, will he still have the lead? Putting Chase Cabry a 2nd lap down. He runs P15 right now. Top 15 for Chase Cabry. 1 top 10, that finished being 8th last week at Toledo. The 3rd Toledo race of the season. There's a 42, Parker Retzlaff. We're going to go to his outside. A very smart move by Chandler Smith. That's the way you're going to be able to clear him very quickly here at Bristol. And now we come up on Haley Deegan, trying to go to the outside of Nick Sanchez. Chandler Smith going to go to her inside. 2nd in points, Haley Deegan, 11 points behind Drew Dollar. Looks like we're going to put her 1 lap down. So that would mean now there's just 8 cars on the lead lap, and that last one being there, you see him right there, the 6 of Nick Sanchez, who has 1 top 5, 3 top 10s this season. He's looking for his 4th top 10 in his 4th start of the season. So very, very impressive performance by Nick Sanchez, driving the number 6. Teammates to Chase Cabry. Both K and East drivers. Chase Cabry, definitely a veteran of or both ARCA East drivers. But Cabry's a much longer veteran of the ARCA Menards Series East. There's Dave Mader, losing a 4th lap, I do believe. That is correct. As there's, like we said, a lot of lap traffic here. A lot of lap traffic. You see Max McLaughlin. Where in the world is Max McLaughlin? He's all the way back here. He has struggled to get by these lap cars. Look at that move from the outside of Chase Cabry to the inside of Parker Retzlaff. What an impressive move right there by Max McLaughlin. Oh, come on, Gus Dean. Struggling to get by the 12, Chris Wright. We're coming up on the 63 of Dave Mader, the 3rd. Running his own 63 car. He's going to tag the wall off of turn number 2 a little bit here as we're 3 wide. Lap cars battling. That's a battle for 14th position between Parker Retzlaff and Chase Cabry. And he's going to use that 63 of Mader as a pick. Mader thought he was clear, not quite. And Chase Cabry will move into the 14th position. Was there even a pass there, though? I don't even know if there was a pass. How about this? Nick Sanchez is pulling away from Chandler Smith, who's kind of taking it easy now that he has got a massive lead of 14 seconds. He's almost lapped the field here at Bristol. Where's Drew Dollar? That's 2nd place right there. Drew Dollar. The leader's just a corner behind. As we go by Brad Smith there, I believe we're going to put him a 10th lap down. Oh no, 9th lap down. Should be coming up on pit. I don't even know. Do they have to pit again? I'm pretty sure they do have to pit. Only 1 caution today. 66 laps to go. Once we cross the line this time, and half a lap, we'll see 65 laps to go. I'm going to go up here a little bit, because look at this battling. That's a lap car, Mason Diaz. There's Drew Dollar, Ty Gibbs, who's finally gotten by the 17. Taylor Gray. Michael Self at 25. 23, Brett Helms. 21, Sam Mayer. 6, Nick Sanchez. Whoa! Mason Diaz nearly came down on the 17 there. What an impressive battle this is, but this is definitely going to hold up the 20 of Chandler Smith quite a bit, which is a good thing. Drew Dollar, look at the times. Drew Dollar, what has happened to Drew Dollar? He's fallen off big time. Sam Mayer going to the inside of 25. There's two 25s, 25E and the 25. That 25 is Michael Self on the lead lap. 25 Mason Diaz, 1 lap down. As Chandler Smith has gone to the inside of Nick Sanchez. As we deal with lap traffic. These are all lead lap cars except for Mason Diaz. And that'll move Nick Sanchez 1 lap down, and I believe they're also going to put Michael Self 1 lap down. That's 8th and 7th. Chandler Smith working that bottom groove. He's got a really good race car. But Michael Self, he's battling back. He does not want to go 1 lap down. Great racing action all the way around here at Bristol Motor Speedway. See Chandler Smith, he is the leader. 25 Michael Self is 1 lap down. Chandler Smith, it's frustrating because Chandler Smith is trying to get by. Whoa, what has happened here? Leader's coming down pit road. Chandler, I knew they did have to pit, and now here's Chandler Smith. He is coming down pit road. It's going to allow Max McLaughlin to unlap himself. Keep an eye on him. He pitted about lap 22. Does Drew Dollar pit? He does not. Oh, we'll have to see. Drew Dollar does not. Drew Dollar stays out. And he will take the lead, ending Chandler Smith's 144 lap streak, but he's going to enter pit road right about here. And Brett Holmes will now take the lead. There's Drew Dollar. And here comes 23. And this should allow Haley Deegan will now take the lead as she stays out a little bit longer. She's going to try and lead a lap. Here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Should come down this time. Yep, there it is. Haley Deegan coming down pit road. And what did I say? What did I say? Because now, new leader, Max McLaughlin. He should be able to stay out for a little while longer, actually. He's stuck behind the 32. God, come on, Gus Dean. Being a real tool right now. McLaughlin, all he has to do now is he has to hope for a caution. Derek Griffith, Mason Diaz, and Gus Dean stay out. Gus Dean pitted right there. Stuck behind Brad Smith. Look at those leaders. Look how fast they are. trying to get by Brad Smith. There we go. Holy cow, look at Drew Dollar! These are cars that have already pitted. They are not on the lead lap. They're trying to unlap themselves. Getting by Max McLaughlin. He's going to have to pit here in about next 5 to 10 laps. See when he does it. There's Chandler Smith. Oh no, they were 2 laps down. Chandler Smith is the first car to put himself 1 lap down, or back on the lead lap now. So keep an eye on that. Derek Griffith has come down pit road, I believe, and that's what everybody needed. The caution has come out. That is exactly what Max McLaughlin had prayed and hoped for. Unreal. Unreal. I cannot believe it. Second caution of the day, and Max McLaughlin will not be able to retain his lead, but he should have second or third position. First place, the only car to unlap himself, Chandler Smith. Everybody else, though, is going to get the wave around here because they just pitted. So the caution came out. I saw some damage with Dave Mader III, so let's see if we can trace back what in the world has happened here to bring out this caution. What has triggered this caution? It was triggered right there. So let's see what has happened. Oh, it was a crash between Brad Smith and Brett Holmes. Oh yeah. Oh man, what a hit for Brett Holmes. So all these guys are going to be on the lead lap. They do not get to go around the pace car, but they get to stay right in front here. So this should be interesting. Chandler Smith. Second place, Max McLaughlin. So this will unlap a few cars here. I cannot believe that. Holy cow. What a strategy for Max McLaughlin to pit under that first caution on lap 20 and hope for a caution when he cycled out to the lead because he could hang out on his gas for longer. He unlapped himself and managed to take the lead from Haley Deegan. Unreal right now. We're seeing 1 to go until the green flag here. Will go green this time by. For the leader, Chandler Smith, it'll restart with 38 laps to go. Lap 163. The green flag is in the air. We are racing once again at Bristol Motor Speedway. Keep an eye on this. Chandler Smith. Now with... Oh boy. There's Max McLaughlin. He's not wasting any time, trying to make as many moves as possible. Can he get down to the inside of Nick Sanchez? No, he can't. A lot of guys getting held up by slower traffic. Look at Brad Smith. Made a little contact there. Getting really, really loose. Getting really out of shape. Look at this. 3 wide. Max McLaughlin threading the needle. Max McLaughlin, second place. Can he catch back up here and get by Chandler Smith as he looks for his first win of the season? Son of Mike McLaughlin. And Chandler Smith gets moved up. He's going to get moved up, and he's going to get held up here by the 10. Look out, contact is made, and oh my goodness. And this is going to hurt. This is going to hurt Max McLaughlin big time. He had to check up so much there. That is so frustrating for Max McLaughlin. Oh my goodness gracious me. This race does not give you a break for a single moment to catch your breath. Oh my goodness. And Chandler Smith now back out front with a big lead. He has led all but 10 laps today, as Max McLaughlin trying to make his way back up. There's third place, Drew Dollar battling with Parker Retzlaff. There's fourth and fifth. Trying to see what happens here. Can Drew Dollar clear Parker Retzlaff? Yes, he will. And that'll allow Michael Self to go down to the inside. Don't let Parker down to the inside. Oh, Kyle C coming down pit road. A bit of trouble for him. And here's Chandler Smith as these lead lap cars battle. That is Taylor Gray and Michael Self. And all of this is allowing... Have a look at his lap times comparison with 28 laps to go. You see a 16.024 for Chandler Smith. For Max McLaughlin, a 15.796, 3/10 quicker. Here he is, the one of Max McLaughlin. He is coming into view very quickly here as these lap cars, or these lead lap cars, finally stop battling. But Max McLaughlin is still catching up big time. Looking for his first win of the season. He is not done fighting. Got held up by some lap cars. And here he is. Oh, and there it is. Chandler Smith getting held up by a lap car. Here comes Max McLaughlin down to the inside. Contact is made. The leader's making contact. Entering turn number 3. They rub. They touch. And off of turn number 4, Chandler Smith is going to hold out with the lead with Max McLaughlin. Second place. Right on his bumper. 24 laps to go. The 12 of Chris Wright. They get to the inside. I thought they were going to wreck for sure there. And now, nose to tail. Coming down to 22 laps to go, this time by Chandler Smith and Max McLaughlin. Here in the Bush's Beans 200 at Bristol Motor Speedway. Here comes Max McLaughlin with a hard charge. Remember, he has fresher tires than Chandler Smith by about 15, 20 laps. 15 laps, I'd say. 10 laps. Let's see here. 6, 10 laps fresher tires. Ten or 11 laps fresher tires than Chandler Smith as we cross the line. 180 laps complete, 20 laps to go here at Bristol Motor Speedway in the ARCA Menards Series and at Bristol Motor Speedway. Here comes Max McLaughlin closing in all over his back bumper. Can he make the move? Can he time it perfectly. Will they get up to those lap cars? Will those lap cars be a factor? Those are lead lap cars except for the 42 of Parker Renselap, and there's the 10 of Mike Basham, both of which are lap traffic cars. How will they affect the outcome of this race? They're having to check a big time here. Look out, contact being made. They have to slow a big time, which is going to allow. Look at this, Ty Gibbs is coming. Can he get down? Taylor Gray is slowing up. I don't know what has happened to Taylor Gray, but this is not going to be good. Max McLaughlin has to slow up. This is not good for him. Not good at all. This is terrible for Max McLaughlin. He's losing time. He's losing position on the racetrack. Is that all she wrote for Max McLaughlin as lap cars hold him up? Or will something else happen? They're getting held up by Mike Basham. Mike Basham is going to hold up the leader. Does he make a move? He doesn't. He can't make the move. Contact is made. 3 wide. Here comes Max McLaughlin. They're crashing. The 10 makes contact. The 1 up into the wall. The 1 goes around. And the 10 of Mike Basham is upside down. And the caution has come out with 15 laps to go. I don't believe it. Third caution. And you saw the contact between Mike Basham, who flipped over a few times. How is he still running on the racetrack right now? But that is so frustrating. I have a replay of that. You see 3 wide here, Chandler Smith battling with Taylor Gray, who's about to put a lap down, and Mike Basham runs into the wall, makes contact, and he's going to tag the 1 of Max McLaughlin, and up and over once, twice, 3 times, 4 times for Mike Basham before landing on all 4 tires. And Max McLaughlin, he's decided to stay out with his damage. He's still going for it. This is unreal. How far back is 3rd place Drew Dollar? Only a few cars back, but keep in mind, Max McLaughlin has to get by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cars before he can get up to Chandler Smith. And we should be able to restart here with about 10 or 11 laps to go. 11 laps to go at the most. That was absolutely unreal. Unreal. We have our final chance to catch our breath before we restart with 10 more intense laps of racing left here at Bristol. Question is, can Max McLaughlin make his way through these cars? Does Chandler Smith run into any problems on the racetrack that allow Max McLaughlin to make his way through and catch up? This is lap 190, so we should restart with 9 laps to go on lap 192. We should receive the 1 to go this time by, if I'm correct. What a race. My goodness, this is the type of Bristol racing action you expect and you love to see. You love to see this intense bumper-to-bumper racing action here at Bristol Motor Speedway. As we come off turn 4, we should receive the 1 to go this time by. Chandler Smith does have that lead. There it is, the 1 to go. We'll restart with 9 laps of racing to go. Max McLaughlin has to pass 1 car or more per lap to be able to get the win. Does he have enough time? Is the question we are going to answer here. Like we said, the pace car's lights are off. We are going green this time. Chandler Smith, you see the 18, 21, 32, 25, 63, 4, or 4E, and then 4, 43. Those cars are all one or more laps down. The pace car is off the track. We're coming to the Geico restart zone, and the green flag is in the air. We are racing with 9 laps to go here at Bristol Motor Speedway. I want to keep an eye on this guy right here. Max McLaughlin. He's got to pass 1 or more cars per lap to be able to get the win. He's running out of time. He's got to make moves. You see Drew Dollar, he is making moves, but I just don't think it's enough. He goes high. He tries to look high, doing everything he can. Meanwhile, up front, Chandler Smith attempting to pull away. It'll be 7 laps to go. Drew Dollar taking over second now, or at least trying to take over second. Now can Drew Dollar do it? He's got 6 more laps to make these moves. Here goes. He goes by 1 car. He's got 7 left before he can reach Max McLaughlin. Chandler Smith, who has dominated today's race. Five to go. Coming to 4 laps to go. This time off of turn 4, or off of turn 2. My apologies there for the misunderstanding. I don't think it's enough. Max McLaughlin in 3rd. Drew Dollar stuck behind. These cars, these lap cars, are really tough. He's still got 7 cars left, and by now, he's a whole straightaway behind. Drew Dollar, there he goes. 6 cars left with 3 more laps remaining here. What does Drew Dollar do? Can he do it? Off of turn 4, 2 laps of racing to go. He's led all but 10 laps today. And one of the most exciting races of the season for sure. And off of turn number 4, the white flag will wave for Chandler Smith. Chandler Smith, who currently sits 6th in standings. This is his 10th start of the season. 1 win, 6 top 5s, 8 top 10s. But off of turn 4, he's led all but 10 laps. Chandler Smith collects his 2nd win of the season at Bristol in the Bush's Beans, 250. How about that? All cars have now crossed the line. You see your official results. Chandler Smith, then Drew Dollar, Max McLaughlin, Michael Self, Taylor Gray, and Nick Sanchez. Then we have 1 lap down, Ty Gibbs, Sam Mayer, Haley Diggin, and Mason Diaz round out your top 10. Then we have Brett Holmes, and 2 laps down, Derek Griffith and Parker Retzlaff. 3 laps down, Justine, Chase Cabry, Kyle Sieg. 4 laps down, Dave Mader. 9 laps down, Mike Basham. And 10 laps down, Chris Wright and Brad Smith to round out your top 20. And then all involved in that first caution, they all went to the garage. Jason Kitzmiller, Justin S. Carroll, Owen Smith, Wayne Peterson, and Con Nicolopoulos. What an exciting race it has been, leading the last 46 laps on his way to victory here at Bristol Motor Speedway in the Bush's Beans 250. Chandler Smith will have a points update shortly. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll be right back here as Chandler Smith is able to win it. Actually, we can't get the points update because I didn't get a photo of the results because I'm an idiot. But at least I recorded it, so that's going to be the good thing. Thank you all for watching. Chandler Smith is able to get it done here in the ARCA Menards Series at Bristol Motor Speedway. Thank you all for watching. TGMRS, I hope you enjoyed. That is going to be it right there. What an intense race. All the way to the very end, Max McLaughlin tried to put up a fight but couldn't do it, and Drew Dollar ran out of time, which allowed Chandler Smith to pull away after leading 190 laps at Bristol Motor Speedway. We'll see you next time. Everybody enjoy your rest of your day. Take care and stay safe, and God bless. What a race.